A person's life is, a lot of it's taken away.
When the criminal justice system puts the wrong person behind bars, one organization in Illinois steps in to try to correct it.
But it is not a speedy process, and even when exonerations happen, it can leave a lot of unanswered questions. And it's our special report tonight. WCIA3's Emily Braun is here with us. So, Emily, how long does this take?
Aaron, the process of exoneration takes years, and sometimes an innocent person may be sitting in jail, but they can't be helped. So we asked why. And how does this process impact the families involved? We have those answers. Many people sit behind bars for serious crimes they did not commit. For years, they can be powerless.
It was quite a few times I just want to throw in the towel.
Deborah Palmer's husband was accused of murdering William Helmbacher. Charles Palmer was in prison for 18 years before walking free.
At one point, it just seemed like it was going to never get done. Because you get frustrated and you want things to happen right now. But I hung in there.
One reason it took a long time is because there was new DNA evidence, never tested by police, and it didn't match up to Charles Palmer. But now the question is, if Palmer didn't kill Helmbacher, who did? It will take more time to find the answer. That's why John Hanlon with the Illinois Innocence Project hopes things can change before they fall into the project's hands.
Work done on the front end, legislatively, can sometimes prevent a wrongful conviction from occurring in the first place.
U of I Springfield students like Bob Serlina work to gather evidence to decide if the project can even pick up a case. And there's a lot to go through.
One is the amount of potential evidence in the case, so if we can get new affidavits or new witnesses, or what we're trying to do now is look for new DNA evidence.
Students will research for hours on end, days at a time, trying to find a single new piece of evidence. They'll send Freedom of Information Act requests, and after waiting for weeks to hear back,
at times we get documents that are redacted, so it makes it harder to evaluate the case and determine what events occurred.
Without every piece they need, the project might not be able to pick up the case. Serlina says they'll get hundreds of requests each year, but they can only pick up a fraction of those. Hanlon says cases they do pick up can become huge legal puzzles with many complicated pieces.
Doing Innocence Project work is definitely much more of an art than it is a science.
And many tedious steps.
The casework is 18 years later, 25 years later, and in one of our cases, 29 years later.
He knows firsthand how tough that can be from both sides.
They move slowly, and it's so many years later, and a person's life is, a lot of it's taken away.
I just had to just believe and have hope that, they were going to do exactly what they said they were going to do, and they did.
But it's not over. After years of waiting, Palmer has only just begun a new journey.
We're just getting to know each other all over again because he was gone for so long.
That's also the reason they're trying to figure out finances.
Trying to find a job, he can't help that he was gone all that time. And when you fill out an application, they're not understanding.
But with every new challenge, Palmer has faith. With her husband's innocence restored, the life they had together will also be.
We're still having some pretty rough times, but prayer and talking, and trying to work things out. So it has helped a lot.
Hanlon hopes whoever did kill Helmbacher will soon be behind bars so that Helmbacher's family can finally have closure. Aaron?
All right, Emily, thank you so much. The Illinois Innocence Project has helped overturn 10 cases. Of those 10, 4 of them now have the right person behind bars. 6 remain unsolved.